This video is kindly sponsored by Squarespace. Well, hello, welcome back to another week. I wasn't going to check in because, as you may be able to tell, it is dark, but I had to show. I'm working on this hallway a little bit again. It's definitely going to be finished by the end of this video. I thought this wasn't worth videoing for a minute, but I'm painting the windows, and I don't know if you can tell, but I've painted that one there, and you can just tell how yellow and disgusting they are with the difference. I didn't realise that it would be so huge. I mean, these are pretty awful anyway. We're not neatening. Ollie did say, oh, we could put a little bit of a wood trim around here, but this is all coming down in the new year. There's no point. So just fixing it up, making it look as nice as we can, which is quite hard working with this, but this is what they look like now. Now this is just one coat, but how much better does that look? Anyway, had to check in. I'll show you what I get done tonight. Checking in at the end of the day again. I hope that that's not the way that this vlog is going to go, but my mum has been here today, and we've also had the electricians in here, and they're done. That's it. A few little tweaks to do. Anyway, let me turn you around and show you what was done today. You tell I'm a little bit tired. This is not part of the main renovations, but this is actually one of the most exciting things, is that all of our hallways now link. When we go up the stairs at night, we have to turn this light off, and we don't have any light upstairs. We have to use our phones. But now, this one will turn that one off, and we can turn that one on and off. Woohoo, finally. And you'll be able to see one of the main things from today, the glowing hallway up there. Oh, yes, it is painted. It's all painted white. The ceiling has been done. Mum came to help, and it's still, you know, not the most beautiful, but it's looking so much better. I might go out and purchase the curtain tonight, and hopefully Ollie might be able to change the light, put a picture up. Beautiful. Just don't look at all of the cracks and crevices, but generally as you walk past, looks so much better. I'm not even sure that I showed you that Ollie put some skirting board down here for me too, and also down here it goes into some, it's kind of horrible here. I still need to do a bit more painting, but generally it's not a total eyesore. So again, as you can tell, this one is now doing the upstairs, here and downstairs. So here we can turn them all off and on. And probably the most exciting thing, I said that I wouldn't really show you the bathroom, but the bathroom is probably the most exciting. We have underfloor heating. I mean, you can't tell that it's warm, and we've still got this mat down, but it is warm. I can say that. So these are the lights, can you tell? The one on the right is cool, the one on the left is warm. So we're just switching the one on the right out, but I adore them. If you're fancying uplighters on a bath, I think they're going to be gorgeous, specifically because I've now got the side wall lights off, and this is the ambiance that I'm going to have for bath time. You may see, da-da, as I walk in, the toilet light switches on, and oh my gosh, this is such a dream come true. We also have the lights in the shower. It feels unbelievably luxurious in here. Like, I'm just not used to it. Yeah, this is like really next level. That's Otto downstairs, sorry, Otto was barking. But yeah, as you walk through here, you've got a sensor just up here, which lights this one up, and then as soon as you come in and walk into the bathroom, we've also got one over there which lights that one up at night. And now when you walk out of here and you turn the corner, it just doesn't look like a disaster. Oh my gosh, it's making me so happy. Can't wait for the spindles to go on here. These little sconces that I got, actually, please excuse the mess, absolutely everywhere. I picked these up from Dunelm. I don't know. I'm going to put the main light up and then see how I feel about these. But I was thinking of putting like a battery powered light in there, and just trying to make that hallway a little bit cozier. Ola's home and he's taking over for his shift, as we like to say. Not that you can see very well here, but oh, on camera they look so different, Ollie.
What do?
Well, the soft wool looks peach. It looks really, they look... Okay, basically, this hallway has all been finished up from the top floor down to here. And this is in Bianco by Fired Earth. So you can just see there at the top where we've done terrible cutting in. This needs to be redone up here. Doesn't want to focus because it's also white. That's the colour that we're going for in our hallway. Down here, obviously we don't care about it because we're going to be ripping this down at some point. So we've just popped up to B&Q.
Undetermined point. We don't really know when this is happening. I think that plays quite a large part. Could be next 6 months. Could be not for 3 years.
Yeah, we're basically waiting for the extension and everything to come through before. So, anyway, this colour is going to continue down all the way down here. So we just picked a cheap one from Valspar, or cheaper than the likes of Fired Earth. Basically, after that ramble, we are hoping to blend this hallway and this hallway slightly. And that's the colour, which you literally can't tell any difference. I don't know. Maybe you can. No, you can. It's definitely warmer, which is nice. Nicer than the stark white.
I think it's a nice colour.
It is a nice colour.
Soft wool for anybody who wants to know.
Well, let's see it in the morning light.
See it once the whole room's painted.
While Ollie cracks on with painting, I just wanted to quickly jump in and say a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this section of today's video. I'm sure you all know them by now. They're a website building platform that I have used for many years for my website, and they make it so effortless easy to build a website without having to go into the back end, know any tech. You can build a beautiful website totally by yourself. I personally love having mine because it is the only place on the internet that is just mine. If everything else came crashing down, you'd still be able to find me over on my website here, and I can link it to all of my socials, to my email. I particularly love their blog feature, which means that I can schedule and upload posts when and if I want, although I'm not the best at uploading them regularly, but nonetheless, the website still looks polished and put together. So if you're wanting to get a website up and running, it doesn't have to be a blog. They also do e-commerce, placeholder, portfolio, whatever it may be. You can go to their website and they do a free trial. And then when you're ready to go live, you can use my code, which will give you 10% off your first domain or website. Now back to the painting.
Tonight is the night that we change the last light switch remaining in the house.
Is it?
Yes. Every other one. No. Oh no, sorry. I meant light fixture. light fixture. I meant the light fitting above you.
Fitting, yes.
That is the last one.
Yeah, that is the last one.
In the house. Bless Mum, I didn't say when she came to help me paint the white. I'd gone downstairs to get something. I came back up and she was like, "God, Laura, I gave the light fitting a really good clean because I couldn't paint around it." I was like, "No, Mum, we're just taking it down." But it has now been cleaned by Mum.
It looks lovely.
Yes, we're putting. So this is the one that I got from Dunelm. It's literally just a semi-basic. What are these called? Shade
Ceiling?
fitting, but it was nice and semi cheap and cheerful with matching lights to go here, and hopefully this one up, as you can see as well. Ollie painted it last night. It's looking lovely.
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, it's looking warm and inviting.
So the plan is to have obviously the light here,
yeah,
and then painting right next to it, and then wall sconces like just
kind
off from that.
Yeah, so the wall sconces I think are here. This one there, one is still boxed. So I was thinking, kind of, well, maybe we put the painting up first and then we decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This wall doesn't have a lot to it, so we're hoping this doesn't just come crashing right back down. Picture is up in the middle.
Very quick turn of events. Ollie has gone to get something from the shed, but we think we're actually going to leave these and I'm going to return them. You can't quite see it here. I'll try and show you when the light's up. But we think there's just too much going on here. So once that one's up, 2 of these here will also be a bit too much. So maybe leave it less is more. As this room will be teared down, or this area will be teared down at some point. And I can always put up a picture here and here to just hide the walls a little bit more. Moment of truth. We have light.
Well, it's good.
Yeah, in the camera it just looks so blown out. You can't see the full effect of it, but it looks quite pretty and not too much. The bulb maybe is a little bit too bright here. Through the camera anyway.
Oh, it softens it up loads.
It does. The whole area, it just makes it look a little bit more lived in. Literally can't see anything through the camera. Blown out light. Good morning, guys. If I'm looking a little bit sweaty, that's because I have started a little bit of tidying this morning. We did take your advice. We're getting a cleaner in, but I also feel like there's a certain amount that you have to do before a cleaner comes, like get rid of the paint, move all the stuff out the way, that kind of thing. So I'm starting that today, though I don't know how far that's going to go because we've still got a little bit to do. So I'll try and show you as I go. And then the next job is this week / next week. We want to be done with all the dust in the house. Now, even though we're not finished, we feel like we're going to be at a point where some things can be done in the garden. For example, Ollie can make the wardrobe doors down in the shed. The only things that are dusty now, I think, are things left in the hallway and putting in our marble fireplace, which we will have to do, to be honest, with like a hoover in the room because we've got to get going now. Not long till this baby pops out and the house is going to take quite a few weeks to just get back into order, move things around, shuffle things around. So here on the top floor, because of the renovations, we do have a little bit to do up here, which is mainly our doors. So you can see here we've still got tape around our doors, and some of this, for example, like maybe the bits up here might just need a light sand or a fill before being repainted. I've just got our current bedroom into a bit of a normal state. Honestly, it was not looking like this, and given it a hoover. And then I'm also going to take all of these clothes off of this rail because unfortunately they've got very dusty sitting in that hallway, as you can probably imagine. So I'm just going to whip them all off now and give them a wash. Because we're tackling all of this as quickly as we possibly can and we don't have a spare minute, we don't do things like move the clothes out of the way when we need to, and it's annoying, but we don't achieve what we would like to in a day of the renovations anyway, so we've just been doing them as quickly as we can, and we're going to have to do things like this, which obviously, yes, in the long run, it takes longer, but, well, we're 4 years in, and we're still doing it this way. I don't know what Ollie did here, but he went ham with the nails. Well, as always, that took longer than I expected, and I feel like it looks worse, maybe. But I have sanded, I've filled any bits that need to be filled, I've caulked back in the edges, all of the nails back in, and they are filled too. We also have a lovely chunky hole here, which I have caulked in, and then all around, all the door frames have been sanded and are ready basically to paint. I just need to wait. This is why I wanted to do this, because obviously now that I fill, it needs sanding again. So tonight we'll need another sand. Hopefully not quite as much, just these little bits, and then we can paint. It's a great way to keep you warm in the house in the winter, I have to say. And for those of you that were worried, I'm doing too much at the moment. I saw my midwife yesterday, and we also had a scan last week. We just chose to go privately because we couldn't tell if he was head down or not. He's head down. I feel like he's such an accommodating little babe right now, and doing really well. My midwife was like, as long as you feel good, you do what you want.
and just listen to your body. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. We're still feeling good. Thankfully, I know that might go soon. So I am anticipating it stopping, and we're just trying to finalise all these little bits. So many of you said, do as much as you can before baby comes. I've taken that on board. And yeah, it's just all these lovely finishing things so that when he gets here, we can have a lovely little break, hopefully. We're on the next level now. I have just had lunch, and honestly this bit is probably going to take me, actually no, maybe not, I'm hoping I get through this bit, but I can't do the next bit, which I'll show you at the back of this area. Plan is clear the stairs, get all of this junk off it. It's not really junk, it's lights that we need to return that didn't work, and then I've got the spindles here because we cleared back there a little bit last night, which I'll show you in a second, and I've got the fun game of trying to decide which spindle goes in which position. I have done this once before and they just kept falling out because we didn't get them in, so I'm hoping to get them into their positions, tape them, and then we can get them in. Right. They're obviously not attached in, and I'm not sure they're all in the correct place because, as I said earlier, they just don't seem to go back as well. We've got one missing right at the top there, and these just don't seem to fit, but we'll make it work. And then I've got the 10 here that go along here, but I'm not going to pop those in because they like lift this, and I think we'll start from the top and work our way down, coming down, but it looks so good. Really lovely to see this part of the hallway coming together, and the biggest project really this week, the back hallway, which now just like blends through, as you can see as you look down here. I think I did a clip at the beginning. Oh, I also didn't mention that Ollie sanded this one for me as well, so this one is ready to be stained. That's a job that I'm leaving for him because of the chemicals. But yeah, so all the way down to there now, we should be looking good. Next up on my little touching up tour around the house, I have a little bit more filling to do on some of these sockets. I don't know if you can tell because the colour blends really well. I've already filled these a little bit, but we've still got a few gaps. So I think I just need to, whoop, yeah, pop that one off. You can see much better now where I filled it. I still need to fill in that little gap there. And the same with all of these in here. I think I've still got places where I just need to make sure all of the holes are good enough so that when we sand them for the last time, they're all filled. Slightly running out of steam, but the last thing that I might do today, might have a little break and then come back, is look at this walk-in wardrobe. I'd love to take up this floor and give it a really good dust, because basically it is at the point where my wardrobes could go back in. Everything's been popped in here for the electrics. Right now, I don't even know if I showed this, I've just got this really very basic semi-ugly light up here, but I couldn't decide whether to go for some kind of spotlights in here or like a pretty pendant, so I'm going to make that decision in the future, specifically because you can't really see it from the room. Yes, our wardrobes are still very patchy, they need a second coat. But yeah, you can't really get in here, and there are a few things I need to like paint and neaten up here, but I can't get to it. Also, obviously not going to be moving these myself. Ooh, I definitely thought I'd be looking a little bit more chic through this pregnancy, but you've seen me basically every day in this same lovely outfit. I will never get over the light that comes in here. Ollie has got these things, if you've just noticed that, dotted around the house. They're like little thermometers, which link to an app, because we have no idea what the temperature of our house is for baby. So it's actually not looking as bad as I had originally thought so far. Didn't get around to the wardrobes. I think we're going to hopefully plan to do these tonight, but I want to wrap this video up. I got a little bit distracted because of all the Black Friday sales coming through. This year has been the first year that we've actually had like a proper list, and we've been waiting for things to go into the sale because of all the baby things. Usually there's like not a lot that you need, but there's so much. Actually, the one thing with the timing of this baby, maybe like grey January isn't the easiest month for a baby, but it is great for the Black Friday and Christmas sales to purchase all of the things. So we've been waiting until then, and I have to say, like, we probably are saving a good few £100 in total with all of the things that we've left to buy. I got the snooze next to me, cot, baby born bouncer, got a like sling thing in our carrier. I even got some nappies like 20% off. So yes, glad we waited, and actually it's been really perfect because we've been so busy doing the renovations. The last time we really bought for baby was like a long time ago now, and we seem to do this. We go through like spurts of buying loads and then stopping and then buying a good bit again. So I think we're nearly there. The nursery's coming along too, but yeah, I ordered some shelves and some bookshelves. What else did I order? Oh, a little chair, which I'm not sure is going to fit. And I'm looking at a blind, which I don't know if I can get in the Black Friday sale. They do have 25% off. I think I'm going for blinds to go, but I want the chair to arrive to like figure out the colour. So yeah, we're really getting there. And our bed, I thought that it was like maybe not going to come for another month, but it's actually going to be coming on the 6th of December. So that's great news, but it's also panicked me a little bit because we need to finish off as much as we can in there, get the rug down. The rug has to be here before that, which it should be. The rug should be here next week. So yeah, kind of exciting. I think hopefully in the next week or so we'll be like moving our stuff down, or at least clearing out, taking up all the floor stuff. My wardrobe will be going in definitely because I'm done with having all of my clothes on the rails up there, and as you saw at the beginning of the video, I've started cleaning them all to go back in there. Not that I can really wear any of them right now, I'll be honest. Anyway, I'll stop nattering and I will see you guys next week. I hope you're all good. Had a lovely Thanksgiving if you are celebrating, and I will see you next week. Bye.